Good morning. It's Thursday, April 27th, and today I have a new story to tell you about artificial intelligence, about chatbots. We all know the high school students aspiring to go to college have used chatbots to write essays for them. And other people have used chatbots to improve their images in all kinds of lives. And so it was only a question of time before chatbots invaded another universe. And the universe I'm talking about now is a critical universe. It's a universe that this country desperately needs to regain control of. What I'm talking about now is the Republican Party. In response to Joe Biden's announcement that he is running for re-election, he's running to be president again, the Republican Party has responded to that using artificial intelligence. Yes, they have slammed Joe Biden in an artificial intelligence generated ad. The video featured AI-created images that were appearing to show Biden and Vice President Kamala celebrating at an election day party, followed by a series of imagined reports about international and domestic crises that the ad suggested that Biden had screwed up. And those images projected a future if Joe Biden had a victory in 2024. So this was an ad depicting disaster for the United States. And it was an ad that was created by a chatbot. Not by a human, but by a chatbot. Are there not enough intelligent Republicans around to create the images they need? They have to dig into my universe, the universe of tech, to produce something that counters what Joe Biden said in his re-election announcement? Is that where we've come to? Are those the kind of people that we want running this country? People who can't create original thoughts and original ideas? They have now fallen upon the universe of artificial intelligence to counter an 80-year-old president's announcement? Is that what the Republican Party has come to? No visible human spokesperson that can come up with a response to Joe Biden? If we in our universe look at the students who use the chatbot to write their essays and consider that to be cheating in some way, shape, or form, what do we think about a Republican Party that uses chatbots to counter the president's message? Is that not a form of cheating? Does that show something about the Republican Party? That they haven't got the ability to answer Joe Biden with a human, with some human thoughts? Or has the Republican Party realized that the kids that cheated by using a chatbot were smart? And maybe they believe that that's the way to operate. And maybe they believe that using a chatbot is a lot better than letting Donald Trump run rampant. How about that? Because I have no doubt in my mind that a chatbot could obviously respond a lot better in certain circumstances than Donald Trump can. So are the Republicans in the party trying to make sure that Donald Trump doesn't upset the universe and doesn't overturn the apple cart, so to speak? Anyhow, it's a very interesting situation. So as I look at this, I have a vision of the 2024 election being used by maybe both parties to create ads full of images generated by modern artificial intelligence software that are meant to look and feel real to voters. But they will just be the imagination of a chatbot. They will not be real images. They will not be real things that humans created. There'll be artificial images posted out there. And knowing the way this country operates and the way these political parties operate, the fact that the Republicans were first into the artificial barrel, so to speak, does not mean that the Democrats won't jump into the same artificial intelligence barrel and create counter images to those that the Republicans have created. So are we going to have a political campaign without humans initiating what they want humans to see? That could be a very interesting thing. In 2024, we might elect a robot or somebody who's tied to a robot. And maybe that would be a good thing. Maybe the robots would be smart enough to put this country back together again. But it's very important to recognize the fact that these images were not created by humans. And this is the first time the Republican National Committee has created something that was 100% AI. Now that's what the spokesman said. And they're proud of it. They're proud of the fact that they were able to put together this 100% AI image commercial, so to speak. And yes, I could see being very proud of doing something like that. But this is a critical part of what's going on in this country right now. We can't have AI images in the middle of a campaign. We need the truth. And while I'm not saying that artificial intelligence lies, but it distorts things in any way, shape, or form that the user wants to distort it. And let's go back to something that I said at the beginning of this rant, where I spoke of the college students that use the chatbots to write their essays in order to get into good school, or thought they could write these essays to get into good school. So do we want our nation to vote for people who used artificial intelligence? If we consider writing essays to get into school cheating, then why don't we have the same view of artificial intelligence in the political arena? Why can't we recognize the fact that if the Republican Party or the Democratic Party chooses to use artificial intelligence to communicate messages to the population in order to gather votes, we should recognize the fact that that is a form of cheating also. And we shouldn't be so quick to vote somebody like that into office. Because what was going to happen in a major crisis? Is he going to have, or she going to have to run to some artificial intelligence robot to bail us out in an emergency? I think that would be a disaster. So I leave you with that. A form of cheating that must be stopped in the political arena. Have a great day. Bye.